Hey YouTube, hey Twitch. Welcome back to Super Duper Dreamland. Turn the game volume up for you guys here. Two Worlds. Hey Two Worlds, what's up? Two Worlds said on YouTube, I love your videos and they've helped me so much. Thank you so much, Two Worlds. Appreciate that. Sorry, let me just move you guys around here. Maybe let's move OBS here and the chat here. That might work. I don't know. Maybe do it this way. Okay, cool. Welcome. Thank you so much, Two Worlds, for the kind feedback. Make sure you leave a like on the stream if you enjoy the content. It really helps me out a lot, and it's the easiest way to help support, help grow the channel, help support. I would really appreciate that. Hey, Mart, what's going on? Mart says, "Hey, Ethan, welcome to the stream." So we're doing something a little bit different. Got a kind of, just turn my volume up here, kind of a little bit burnt out of Super Duper Dreamland, or Super Duper Wetland rather, because space missions, I've talked about this before, like space missions, they're kind of like, you've already beat the game, you just have to go through the process of like actually beating it, like going through the motions. So whenever I get to space, I tend to get a little bit bored, so I just want to take a break from the whole experience of going to space and settling on other planets. We'll come back to it on Friday, but just for now, I wanted to do something different. Foamy says, "Hey, what's up, Foamy? I think maybe pause the game while you get things started up. This looks kind of time critical." I want to let it run to see what's gonna fail first, because there's a lot going on here. So I have a save file. This is let me explain actually what this is. This is a viewer submitted asteroid. Well, let me just fix the mic here. Viewer submitted asteroid from maybe 2 weeks ago or so. And this person, I asked this person if I can continue their playthrough on stream and to try to save this colony. So if you guys are very like OGs to the channel, you'll know that I have an old series that I never really continued. It's called Fixing New Player Colonies. But mainly what I did there is took like the screenshots that people posted on like Reddit and places like that, and Discords, and I tried to give advice based on that feedback, but it wasn't really all that like the content wasn't really good in the sense that the feedback wasn't to anyone in particular, because those people would never come to the stream, right? So this is a person who watches the stream and loves to come by, so I thought, okay, we're gonna try to turn this colony around. So I thought that would be a much better use of. Oh, someone has almost starved to death. I thought that would be a much better use of. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Use of a stream than to or a video idea, rather than colonies that people are not even aware of like exist. Okay, so unfortunately, Bubbles has starved. So you can see there's a lot going on here. Yes, this is like Foamy was alluding to. This is very time critical. I don't know if I can get through this colony without losing any duplicates, because we literally start with no food. We start with very little morale. Like every single duplicate is stressed. Some of them are very, very stressed. There's a futile effort of trying to grow just way too much mealwood, so the duplicates are like over what's it called when there's like too much, there's like they have too many things to do, basically way too many things to do. Like you have mealwood up here, none of it's growing, none of it is able to be produced into quality or any type of food rather. You have constant alerts coming up. The core is pretty much non-existent, so everyone's just doing terrible in this place. So what I'm going to do is just try to play for about 2 hours or so, try to get this colony turned around without losing any duplicates. I want to not lose any duplicates, but I'm not going to consider that a failure. I think eventually, if you just let this game run without any intervention, this colony will fail, because we have no oxygen with the algae. However, this person did make a hydra. So now we have no algae, we have a hydra, but we don't have like a water source, right? So we have very little water here, very little water here. So We have very tiny amounts of water. Lots of water around the asteroid, but also all this water is this is not germy. This is all germy. This is all germy. That's not germy. This is starting to be germy, although it's probably going to spread. There's a lot going on here that is not ideal to our sustainability. Also, we have a gold volcano. We're not going to worry about this probably. Like, this is to get this sort of infrastructure online. It might not even be possible in a 2-hour span, but I think what we can do in this 2-hour span, oh, we have another duplicate who died due to starvation, is at least get the colony sustained so the duplicates are not dying, and they have like clear objectives to continue expanding. Mart says fixing one base for 2 hours. I don't know if I will stay on this base. It depends how fun it is or how easy it is. There may be like I don't know how this will go. Yeah, so food is definitely going to be top priority. says Foamy. So yeah, I just wanted to let it run a couple cycles while I do the intro here with you guys, and then we'll go from there. Let's just move the mic back a little bit. So again, not sure how well this will go. One base for 2 hours, maybe we'll move on to something else. Another duplicate has died. So yeah, we have a food problem. But what I want to do is get this colony on track. So if I take my hands off the wheel, so to speak, they're able to just live and not die. That's kind of the point. All right, so we have let's go ahead and restart. Maybe rip out some sleet wheat grain to cook frost bun. Do they even have a cook or a grill? They have a grill somewhere here, but they have basically no power from what I understand. So. Actually, the natural gas generator is working, so they do actually have power. So, anyways, let's restart and let's see what we can do here. So, sneezing meteor, that's from today. By the way, I do have my Esca water here, so if any Esca reps are in the chat, I'm still looking for a sponsorship. Did I just spill a little bit? No. Maybe a drop or so. Well, it's going about as well as the my water drinking skills are about as good as the duplicate survival rate. Okay, so everyone's starving. I think the first thing I'm going to do is there's a lot of things that my duplicates are doing here. I'm not sure what that is, but the first thing I'm going to do to try to save this is to cancel all tasks because they have to focus on food production. Why is their farm dead? The farm is dead. Looks like fertilization. So probably no dirt. If I had to guess, but this is not going to grow in time. It will take 3 cycles to grow. Blossoms. Do they even have blossoms? Blossom's going to take 6. So we're not going to worry about that. Also, everything has to be right now priority 1. We're just going to do a complete reset and see, focus on sustaining power. So power is going to be 5. Make sure that we have that going. I don't want them doing anything. I don't want them coming in here. See, like they're also loading stuff. So they have dig errands to, sorry, this is not, these boxes are not set to sweep only. So they're going to be constantly tasked with coming here and trying to, load things if they're not full. So what I'm going to do is just go to sweep all, copy, and I'm just going to copy it all the way across. So then the duplicates are no longer, if there are any empty buckets, the duplicates are not trying to load anything because it's only sweep only and there's no sweep functions. 10 kilograms of dirt available. Any loose hatches? Let's see. I don't want to run it too long. I don't want to have to restart this process. So actually, I'm going to save here now that I've done those 2 things. Because those 2 things are like quite critical, I feel like, if I have to restart. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build more micro musher, actually. Because at least this can get us a very small amount of food with mush bar. Actually, we don't even have access to... why can't we make this? We have dirt. We have 10 kilograms available. We need 75 kilograms, and same thing with water. So we have no. Oh, this is way down in there. That's why. I was gonna say that's pretty sure that we have a little bit of water available. Okay, so we gotta build this so we have access to some water. Oh, right here. Build this ASAP. That's probably not a good idea because they're way out there. Is there any water that I have? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Get ourselves a bottle filler. Get this on high priority. That's number 1. This is number 2. Yeah, mush bar is not a good plan with no dirt. There's gotta be some dirt around that we can dig out. Let's see what we got. That's not the right one. Soil. Is it soil? Dirt. Okay, a little bit of dirt there. There's probably... Okay, there's no dirt there either. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. I think we might be actually out of dirt as well. Well, how much dirt do we have here? We can't even get to there really efficiently. So mush bar is not even going to be a go, but I'm going to build this anyways because they have nothing else to do. I'm going to mop up the oil while we're here, and I'm going to take care of these slicksters. So let's start with that. Let's take care of the slicksters. Okay, there's only one slickster. That's unfortunate. The morb is not... Okay, these guys have to go. Get rid of this. Don't care about that. I think the fastest way is to check the frozen biome for sleet wheat. We're not going to make it there. Here, we might be able to make it. We do have lots of sleet wheat, but we just don't have any food at all. Also, something we could probably make it so our duplicates are only prioritizing a couple of these, like for instance, here, things that are already almost grown, instead of feeding dirt to literally everything that is not going to grow in time, because we lose 3 duplicates right off the first 2 minutes. Hey, what's up, Josh? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, again, we're gonna do a lot of pauses here because we don't have a lot of time. This is... Yeah, we got frostbun available, cooked seafood, pickled meal, basically everything. Yeah, let's put that to high. I don't really care about the fridge. So we should have some barbecue coming up. Let's make sure our duplicates can actually eat everything. Yeah. So food should be starvation. Food should be fixing itself very shortly, but we're not out of the woods yet. We really need some mush bars. Maybe just feed them raw meat, barbecue. They may have time to cook it. They may have time. Frostbun. Okay, frostbun's next. Sleet wheat. Can they dig through there in time? Not sure. Maybe. Okay, right here. If they go over this, let's get that on high alert, or at least 9, and get this sleet wheat used up. I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to make this. Like, what is Bubbles doing that? What is Bubbles doing that is more important than? Oh, they're doing this. Okay. Rummage the vending machine. That might be a good idea. Where's the vending? Oh, right here. What's this? Okay, let's see. We got a little bit of starvation. Like we had 9 starving. Or okay, we're back to starving. But how long until Harold passes on? Ooh, pretty soon. Is there any more critters that I can take care of really soon? Okay, there's one right here. Hey guys, look away. Anything else that I can just really quickly... By the way, let's look at the schedules. We may have to... Okay, Harold is going to go on break. That's actually fine because then he can eat. We should also... Oh boy, we should also... I like to do this. I don't like to have all these bath times here. Let's let's just reset this. Go like that. We're gonna take this schedule, duplicate it, delete, delete, duplicate. Whoops, duplicate, move over, and move over. So let's try to spread out some of our duplicates here. I don't know if that's a good idea at this point, if it's going to make too much of a difference, but I think we have too many people just going to the washroom at the same time. So let's do that. So bubbles. So we have 3 and 4. So Harold, I want Harold on break. So I'm going to move Harold right here. Rummage, they may not have time to wait for barbecue. They might just have to eat the raw meat. The raw meat is available. They can eat it. Looks like Harold's looks like he's just going to eat it right away. So there you go. At times effectively just work block. Yes, exactly. That's why I like to keep it at the front. I know it's like technically useless to a lot of people, but I like to keep it at the front because if they're really far away and if they're like slow duplicates or whatever, they have the opportunity to come back and during the bath time if they gotta use the bathroom. Hey, what's up, Kira? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me tonight. So yeah, we're gonna see how long this takes. I might switch to Dreamland or Super Duper Wetland if everything's going well really soon here, but yeah, we gotta try to get the food back online. Let's get this built like right now so I can get that sleet wheat and go for frost buns. Same thing here. Open up this. That should be pretty easy. They can jump up. So we'll put those on 9 priority and they have access to stuff here. Okay, so this is kind of our trajectory. Let's speed up the game a little bit. They also can't breathe because they don't have fixing, new player fixing. Just sure mine could use it. Send it in. Send it into the to my email. I would love to take a look. So shift alarms, take those off because those are very annoying. So we're already. Might want to cancel those uproots. Do I have uproots? Where are the uproots? Oh, right. Over here. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Foamy. Appreciate that. Yeah, new player fixing. Not sure how long this will go. I wanted to do something else other than Dream or Wetland, and I keep calling it Dreamland. I wanted to do something else, so we'll see. If I get this fixed relatively quick, then we'll head back on to Wetland to finish the day off. But yeah, I think this is a lot of fun. It's new challenges. Like Wetland is so like you have to kind of just go with the flow at that point with how far we are in the game. You know, try to settle new colonies, forgetting to load rockets, all that stuff. So what I'm doing here is just like putting some knowledge to use that I don't use a lot because my colonies usually don't require this type of I don't know how to say it, like not brain power, but like strategy. That's the word I'm looking for. That's also, but this here, that's annoying. There's a lot going on here that that I don't usually get to deal with, so it's a lot of fun. Hey, what's up, Mandy? Appreciate you joining tonight. Welcome to the stream. You mentioned food, and I had an idea for storage for food. Is it anywhere near all right for me to use a closed storage that delivers cooked food to a chlorine freezer? Like 16 fridges closed off to dupes. Then on a timer auto super to send it to food for the dupes in the eating timer. You know what? That is, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I mean, you could certainly try it. I'm not sure how that would work. Generally, this is not good. Generally, the easiest way to do anything in Oni is to keep it as simple as possible. So if you want to do that sort of automation for your fridges, I'm not sure how that would benefit the colony other than just having schedules already like blocked off appropriately. I think Like the way I like to do my fridges is just to have some a deep frozen area, and then, like you said, chlorine gas. I think that's probably the. I'll take the gold copper. Like you don't even have to use a fridge if you're talking fridge just in the sense of like having a block that's very, very cold. Then yeah, that would be probably okay. But if you're talking about having actual refrigerators, then no, I wouldn't. That's a lot of power that you'd be using at that point. But it would be certainly something to see. Like if it would be very cool to see what sort of design you come up with, and then also from there you could from there you could like elaborate on the build and make it more efficient, right? Like it's always worth trying something new. It's not like every single efficient build has been done in Ani, so I think it's a lot of fun to try new things if that's the way. If you have a cool idea. Next question, what's going on with their power? Good question, Foamy. So the power situation, this area is self-sustaining because now we have unreachable food again. Did someone get stuck? Oh no, it's just they have no food available. At least they didn't die already in the first 5 minutes. So the power situation is looking all right in this area because the Hydra is feeding itself. However, it's stopping at the transformer. It can't feed back onto, or at least it's not feeding on anything else other than that section as far as I'm aware. So the Hydra's right now the natural gas is doing okay, although we are okay, yeah, we do have the natural gas relatively stable. And then the coal, let's take a look at, we do have kind of a little bit of coal, not a whole lot. So this is probably becoming obsolete pretty soon. But the Hydra's the big one. There's 200 kilograms of natural hydrogen gas here. So that is pretty amazing. So I think there's already huge progress here with just being, getting this far. Let's go ahead and now that we're like sustained for one cycle here, what I want to do is deconstruct all this mealwood. I feel like this mealwood is just going to be a detriment to this base because the duplicants. First of all, there's only 10 duplicants, and they don't need all this mealwood, right? So all this mealwood that hasn't been growing, actually that's kind of been growing. That's the least amount of growing done. I'm just going to delete so they can focus on taking that available dirt that they do have, which is not a lot, into like 10 mealwood instead of 30. Yeah, these are. This might come back to haunt me. I'm not exactly sure yet, but yeah, I just don't want them to keep feeding the. Actually, you know what? I should just uproot them. I shouldn't actually destroy them because I can feed blossoms into here. So actually, okay, we have polluted water. Oh my goodness. Okay, so blossoms would be best on this. I didn't realize this. Blossoms would probably be best to integrate onto this lane here, just because it's already primed with water. So instead of dumping more dirt into this, I'm just going to go into blossoms. And in 6 cycles, we should have some bristle blossoms growing. And they don't require dirt delivery at all. So this one I'll cancel because it's kind of growing. Next question. Okay, what's going on? Seems like a lot of work. If you're going to do that much work, you're better off creating a deep freeze. Yeah, that's kind of... that would be my advice as well. That would... Oh, we only have 1 blossom seed? That's unfortunate. That would be my advice as well. I would go straight to the deep frozen. Right, I thought I had a sneeze coming on. I think it's gone now. I would go straight to the deep freeze as well. I think that would be beneficial. But like I said, I've never tried your technique, so who knows? Maybe there's something that I'm missing, right? I think it's always worth it if you try, and if it doesn't work out, at least you can say that you tried. And yeah, if you see like a path to success, then you can try to improve it based on your findings. Go into sandbox mode. If you're playing a playthrough and if you're not sure, go to game, enable sandbox mode, and just try it out. See what happens. Mandy says, if it's a starter, I'll join the club. There's a lot going on to learn the game. Absolutely. There's just so much going on. And this is a great example of, I think, you know, obviously, okay, they're not stuck. They just don't have food available. This is a great example of just a situation where there's a lot of there's a lot to learn in a game like this, right? So I think most Oxygen Not Included players have come to this point like when they were new at the game. Oh no, we're about to run out of food again. So I'm just this I'm just so stressed out trying to not let any duplicants die. So it's really interesting, like going back to this stage where I would have just normally quit the game and just started a new playthrough. And so I really don't like letting duplicants die. So wait, we have oxyferns here that are taking. Oh, no. We can't have these things consuming valuable resources. Let's get rid of that. So right now, what I'm doing as I wait for everything to grow is I'm just literally trying to see where all these inefficiencies are that we can remove, so our duplicants are not like tasked with delivering dirt. Actually, this one can stay. This one's a lot more growing than the others, but I'm gonna get rid of the ones that are not growing. Like I said, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt me, because I might need that mealwood to survive. I really hope that I don't, but I'm gonna also start digging out this dirt that I saw over here. Let's go ahead and let's just build across like this. Actually, just go like that. Build across and then dig out this dirt. Put this on higher priority here. Get that built. There's a little bit of dirt there that we can use for mush bar, and hopefully that might hold us off long enough to get some other sustainable source of food. We might, if we don't have dirt, it might just be over. Let's see, soil. We do have more dirt down here actually, so this is unreachable. Oh, that's really good. Let's just go down here. Is there any easy way to get down here? This might be the best way, just to go in like this. Actually, they already have access to this area. So let's go here and then deconstruct that and that. What is this? Oh, we don't even need this. What does this thing take? Oh, we don't need this thing at all. I don't think the fertilizer is going to help us right now. Let's get rid of this. This is just running, I guess. Oh, there's already a ladder here. Yeah, okay. Let's just get rid of that. Sorry if I got lost in thought there. I'm really trying hard not to kill any duplicants. I could demo the idea in Sandbox. Yes, exactly, Kira. Yep. Please do that, and then that will give you an idea if it's going to work or not. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Tech? Tech says, did you start a new playthrough from the beginning? No, this is fixing a new player colony. So this is a viewer asteroid that has been submitted a while ago, and I asked this person if I could try to beat their playthrough with how they sent it to me, and they agreed. So this is one of those ones that you'll see on my Friday night playthroughs where I give tips and feedback to new players. So, we were still researching. So I just took that playthrough that they sent me and I gave them tips on how I would save this asteroid. So I just wanted to put those tips. I just wanted to implement it because I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm just a little bit burnt out right now of super duper wetland. Since it's just all rocket missions at this point. So I wanted to try something new just for tonight. Friday, I'll be back in wetland. And then I wanted to see if I could save this colony. Pira says sometimes dupes just cry. They can't get to food because they don't want to walk. Yeah, they're just crying because they're lazy. Let's see. Reverse the transformer to let the Hydra aid. Oh, that's a good idea, Mike. Thanks. I should get this. Actually, what I should do is instead of reversing it, just plop it like that, and then just remove it. Just remove it for the time being because I probably need power here anyway. And this is 1800 watts now. So actually, great idea, Mike. Thank you so much. By the way, welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. Foamy says a powered fridge in a deep frozen environment will actually unfreeze the food. I think that's true because the freezer has its own like internal atmosphere, correct? So like this will heat. Oh, sorry, this will cool to let's see, 1 degree Celsius, which means that it'll actually heat if it's in a situation where you're trying to deep freeze. Okay, so we have some dirt now. We have 19. We just have 20 tons of dirt. I think we just saved our colony with the food production here because now we can make mush bars, and we have water. Okay, so we don't need these, but they're good to have just in case. Oh, but this person does have a washroom loop. Oh, washroom loop is. Ooh, okay, I see what's going on here. So I'm gonna relocate this. These thimble reeds are really not where I want them to be. I'm gonna relocate these. So let's take some more hydroponic farms. You know what? For now, we're just going to build it randomly. All right. I see what they're doing here with the polluted water. It's not the worst idea, but instead of just dumping it, I'm going to... Oh, boy. Okay, so this is... All right, so this is good. But I just want to go down like this. And then take this out, basically. Let's like, you know what? Instead of deconstructing it, because I'm not sure if my duplicates can build this in time, I'm gonna just sever it. Leave the bridges intact for now. The bridges can stay intact. Where's all the power from the natural gas generator going? Oh, good call, Foamy. Is the natural gas generator not on a smart battery? It is not on a smart battery by the looks of things. Oh boy. All right. Okay, that's cool. We got some. Let's see, where can we build this? Just plop it down right here for now. Trying to save this colony and keep up with the chat is like next level. Next level anxiety. Hey, what's up, Gotti? What's going on? It has been a while. Is that regulated or on a battery? No, it's not on a battery. Akira says, was just thinking, could always do an infinite storage with the same concept, food in that one tile being infinite. Yep. Yeah, for sure. If you check out my infinite storage video on YouTube, that kind of gives you an idea of how you could do it. The same concept as what you're talking about, except, oh, we have lots of food now. I think food is going to be good. Except in a method that is more well-known, let's say. And then from there, you could obviously change it to your liking and integrate whatever you would like. Scolding? Who's scolding? Why is it? Oh, because of this. This is not good. All right, just do what you got to do, and then you guys will be good. Let's see. Is this fixed yet? Okay, now we have to connect this. There we go. Good call on that, Foamy. Hey, what's up? What's up, Vitali? Eska, please sponsor this amazing streamer. Thank you, Mandy. Gonna take another sip for the shout out to Eska there. Thank you so much. I did commit to an infinite storage for solids recently because yes, the storage bins are a lot. They are a lot. Let's see. Algae? Sure. By the way, how's oxygen? Oxygen should be all right because of the Hydra. This is like the best thing ever. Like, this is super amazing to get online. Since we are on the Hydra, we no longer need this. Because the Hydra's doing all that stuff. Pains to see non-infinite storages. Yeah, you know, I kind of agree, but at the same time, I know some people really like the aesthetic of just having all the storage bins. I don't really mind them. I do prefer to have infinite, obviously. So everything's pretty... So food is stable now. Food is stable. They're using wash basins in a plumbed bathroom. Wash basins. Well, they got a sink here. Wait, is this guy gonna leave this way? Okay, no, they do leave this way. We have research. By the way, what are we researching? I'm not sure. I think that's it for the research for now. That's fine. That's fine. Thimble reeds. Let's do thimble reeds. Oh, we have more blossoms as well. Let's do thimble. Oh, we have a lot of thimble reeds. Holy smokes. It's an insane amount of thimble reeds. Okay, and then let's go ahead and not a big fan of putting all those airflow tiles there. Just do sandstone for now, just like that. Get all that fixed up. So let's see, we're on pickled meal, frost buns, muckroot, and meal ice. So we're not doing too bad. We can also, of course, keep going with the blossoms since we do have water available here. This is, we're gonna uproot this, keep that going. I also really want to get rid of this polluted water. The polluted water, 9. Just get all the polluted water in here. If you have nothing else to do, I'm tired of having it everywhere. Sneeze, baby. It didn't happen, Vitaly. Sneeze never came. Now, would we consider mush bars a good backup, like making a bunch but not letting them touch until it's... Well, right now, unfortunately, mush bars are the only thing that I have that are sort of infinite more than like the foods that I want to grow. So we have a lot of dirt and we have a lot of water. I would never waste resources on making mush bars just for the sake of having extra stored for emergencies. I would much rather go for the berry sludge because you can store that without having to use any power at all. Like it never goes bad, and it's the perfect. It's high morale food as well. So that's what I would personally do if you had to store some sort of food. I would skip the mush bars altogether. Mush bars are just insanely unrealistic to like. First of all, mush bars give your duplicants a negative morale boost. So if you have an emergency situation, the last thing that you want to be doing is feeding your duplicants food that's going to make them more sad than than they already are. So let's see. Hydra's looking great. We have atmo suits, not atmo suits, oxygen masks down here, but what's going on with that? Not quite sure. We have a backup happening. I'm not sure why this is backed up. This should not be backed up. Anyways, this is no longer consuming a lot of power, so really good call on that. Yeah, I would never make mush bars unless I absolutely needed food. And right now we're really good. So we're gonna remove the mush bar, keep going on lice loaf, actually pickled meal, because I don't have to refrigerate pickled meal, and I don't want any more water deliveries here. I can't afford that right now. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is probably get access to this cold biome and get all the sleetweed from here. Now that I'm more stable, I think I have some time to do that. The question is, what's the easiest way to come in here without... I think probably this way, because we already have access from here. So I think we go up into this, and then we have access to all of this sleetweed. And then we just kind of dig out a little bit like this. Kind of like that. Obviously, I'm taking care not to... not uproot it because I really don't want to. What the hell is the gas pump doing by the sieve? Oh boy. Which is it? This one? Oh, is it this one? I don't know. Oh, this one. Yeah, this is the one. I'm not sure what this is doing. This is picking up, I guess, carbon dioxide, filtering chlorine, and the chlorine's being put into. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's not do that. Let's just... I think we'd be better off if we just deconstructed that. We didn't see anything there. All right. Let's get rid of that. William, welcome to the stream. Morning to you. This is a new player asteroid. This is actually from one of my past Friday nights where somebody sent this in to get advice on how to proceed. And I'm just trying to fix it. So we're seeing if we can get this colony stable. We started with, like, if you at the start of the stream, we had 3 duplicants die immediately due to having no food. Right now, on my real attempt, there's been 0 deaths. So I'm really happy with that. By the way, let's take a look at skills. We are on vanilla here. So we need a farmer. Is there anyone that does farming really well? Yes. Okay, so we want Mock and May to be... So let's do this. Farming off. We want May to be a farmer and Mock to be a farmer. because they actually have skills in that department. These guys here, I'll put to not be super high priority. I don't want everyone to be focused on farming. All right. I also don't want everyone to be focused on research. Only one person doing research. Cooking, again, same thing. I want a really good cook. So we're going to do May. Do we have any other good cooks? Do we have 2 good cooks? May and Mock. Okay, well, you know what? Mock's going to be, I guess, another cook because why not? So we'll get those guys leveled up on cooking. So I don't want anyone touching food that doesn't know how to cook. All right, this is the same thing in your house. You don't want, you wouldn't want people touching your trying to cook who can't cook. Okay, so we got power stable now. Oxygen is stable because we got the Hydra, and food is. I think this is it. Like, is there any point to this? Here's the wash basins you guys were talking about. Is there any point to going farther? I mean, I think we're using water from here as well. I mean, we could. Okay, let me just catch up with the chat. I'll catch up with the chat and I'll decide what to do next. I think everything is relatively stable now. I might have sort of fixed it. So no more slicksters, Josh. Unfortunately, we had to get rid of the slicksters for emergency food. Crazy Sammy, what's up? Welcome. Make super duper wetlands, super duper dry lands. Oh, yeah, you're right. I could do that. It is kind of dry now. Like, if you remember, it started off really polluted watery everywhere, and was able to turn it into basically what super duper dreamland was, which is kind of funny because my colonies always end up looking exactly the same. Every single one of them. Kira says, honestly, people were saying my carbon murder machine was stupid. It's a net neutral consumption. Damn it. Yeah, the carbon skimmers like perfectly fine. There's no stupid solution to carbon, I think, because polluted water is very, very valuable. You can use it for feeding to crops, or you can use it for cooling, or whatever. There's a lot of different options for it. You can store it if you have a lot of water. Like, you might not even need to have the water available. And then obviously it's like a set it and forget it way of getting rid of all your carbon. Mandy says hello on Twitch. Welcome, Mandy. Thank you for your support on both platforms and coming by. Looks like there's no battery regulation. Okay, so yeah, we got way past that. We did get the battery regulation online for here. It's really, really good. They have 2 washrooms. Let's take a look. They have, yeah, I deleted this one, so we only have 1 now. We do have a massage clinic, which I never even built, so pretty good. Let's see. Gotta buy the smart battery. Dark Frost, hey, what's up? Welcome. William says, Ethan, I'm burnt out. Yeah, no, it's just the space missions. I wanted to do like, problem solving. Space missions are, to me, they get so repetitive, and I wanted to do something like this, but I didn't think I was going to get it done so quickly. It's 48 minutes in, so I suppose it's not that quick. Hey, what's up, Roozle? Welcome to the stream. But I think I got it pretty stable. The morale, like the duplicants aren't stressed anymore. The food is good. I mean, food is not good for long. We really should get bristle blossoms ASAP. So is there any bristle blossom seeds that we could get just while I'm chatting here? I mean, we have lots of pincher peppers. We could go in here and start grabbing those. Of course, we would need blossoms to make it into stuffed berry. I don't see a lot of opportunities to get more blossom seeds. I think everything's been... Where would all the blossom seeds even go? I never remember where it's in the starting biome, but they only had 1 to start with. Surely there's more. For the bathroom loop by the showers, just disable the vent. Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot to check on that. So yeah, the bathroom loop is working now the way it's supposed to. Everything's going into the thimble reeds. The thimble reeds are growing. Funny enough, we have a ton of reed fibers here, I think. Yeah, 200. Holy smokes, 284 units of reed fiber. Oh, we gotta get Atmos suits online. Oh, here's this thing. How many Atmos suits do we have? We have 4 Atmos suits. Okay, we probably have no... so this is... What is this? Insufficient copper. Or yeah, let's go on copper. Actually, we might have... Let's save that copper. Ammo suits would be incredibly helpful here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all this and build ammo suits. David, sorry I'm late. You don't have to be sorry. Welcome to the stream. There's a better buffer for the sieve. Yeah, the sieve is now functioning at least properly. I mean, yes, there should be a more of a buffer in here. I do agree. Like a liquid reservoir of some sorts. Over on YouTube for a minute so I can see you guys over there. Awesome, Kira. Thank you. I prefer to have every debris possible on the bottom of the map. That's a good point, Rizaduzul. It's good to have some organization in that sense there. So yeah, I think this is pretty much. Yeah, 3 cycles of worth of cash. Yeah, the mush bar's been canceled. I'm not sure how far along these messages are. So the mush bar's been canceled a while ago. Then I see 2 clean water directions for the bathroom. This is the bathroom now. I'll catch up with the rest of the chat. Farming sleetweed. I'm not farming it, Josh, but I am harvesting whatever's on the outer exterior of the asteroid. I'm mainly on mealwood right now, and I'm trying to get on blossoms, but the blossoms are growing quite slowly. This is fun to watch, to be honest, fixing chaos. Well, the chaos is... unfortunately, the chaos is fixed. I mean, we didn't lose a single duplicant, and I said I wasn't sure if I would be able to, you know, not lose any duplicants because 3 of them died, like, literally right away when I started the asteroid. So the fact that we made it this far, I'm really happy with. And actually, like, this hour, almost an hour, went by so quick. So this was a lot of fun. I wish I had more asteroids like this. Like, if you guys have asteroids to fix, maybe, like, please send them. Maybe I can do, like, every 1 day a week or every 1 day a month. Just do a whole stream of trying to get asteroids back on track. This is so much fun. The bristles aren't being planted because I only have 1 blossom seed. I don't have any other blossom seeds. I have 2. I made 1 just now. But yeah. And you're gonna need Mayware though. Isn't it 2 per dupe? It's like 3 per dupe, but I like to always build extra because you know, if your duplicants aren't getting to the harvest quick enough or the cook quick enough or whatever, I always like to have more. I never go exactly the right amount. But bristle blossoms take 6 cycles to grow. They produce 2,000 calories when they're gristle berry, I believe. So then that means 2,000 calories or 1,000 calories per dupe. Let's just make sure my math is correct or my memory. Gristle berry is 2,000 calories. They take 6 cycles to grow. So after 6 cycles, 2 of them would make 4,000. So yeah, I think you need 3. I think you need 3, right? Am I right? I don't know. I don't usually do math in Ani. I usually just straight up make more than necessary. Oh, that's a good point. You're gonna have to cut those polluted water lines and dump the stored stuff into the hydro tiles. Yeah, I have this. This is not useful for anything, unfortunately. What I should be doing is sending this into, like, right now we have a desalinator running, and this is where all of the fresh water seems to be coming from. It's also pumping it back into a metal refinery, which is not working anyways. So what requires emptying? Oh no. So yeah, I think what we have to do, like, in order to get this base, like, first of all, I'm pretty happy with where this base just went. I think what we have to do, if I was to continue to play this, is, well, first of all, this heat is just gonna incinerate us. Actually, it's not too bad. We do have a block in here, so I didn't realize we had this area entirely blocked off. However, we do have some doors open. We don't necessarily need to have the coal generators running anyways. So let's go ahead and deconstruct those. If anything, I should have 1 coal generator running. I don't think I need all of them. And then obviously this will get us some more copper that we can use. Let's get rid of all that. We got this functioning properly now. So I just don't want my duplicants coming in here for no reason, right? Like, just get rid of everything here. Then that way this door can stay closed. Actually, I'll make it into an insulated door. And same thing with this one. And also get rid of everything here. Get rid of all that, and then yeah, we're basically we have lots of metals that we can use elsewhere in our colony. So yeah, if I was to continue playing this long term, I would definitely start filtering some of this water and using that for my Hydra instead. So I probably would. Well, to start things off, do we have a liquid reservoir? We don't have a liquid reservoir, right? Liquid reservoir. Let's get the liquid reservoir. Did I click it? I thought I clicked it. And then I'm going to start filtering the water while I build a separate holding tank for it, because and also there's chlorine here, so this is actually not a bad project to start. I think with the chlorine in here. You know what? Let's do this. How are they going to get up here? They have to go all the way over here, hold their breath when they're in this area. Let's mop this up first. I don't know what these things are doing either. Oh, it's okay. Oxygen. This can go. I like the frozen start. Am I weird? No, you're not weird, Josh. You are not weird. Frozen start is awesome. Why is this map so big? This is vanilla. This is not spaced out. The massage clinic exists for my dupes, Rowan, who really likes stepping in water and getting mad. Hey, what's up, Wacko? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I have not played non-spaced out in a long time. Yeah, neither have I. It's very weird looking at the star map. Well, we don't have access to it yet, but it's very weird looking at it. I should cut off those water feeds. Did I already do that? I think I cut off these ones. Is that what you were talking about? For now, we need to keep this one because this is where my main water is coming from. Although, I should probably just go like this. You know what? No, we'll keep. No, that's not a good idea for now. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, because then I don't have to filter it. There's only water down here. Actually, come to think of it, maybe it's a good idea to put it in here because maybe at a 50% rate or whatever. Just because this is important apparently to our colony at this point. So yeah, what I'm going to do is build this into a reservoir. Actually, I don't have to build, just to make things slightly more efficient, I'm not going to build this into it. Just go down like so. They can build all that actually, no problem. And then start filtering the water into here. I think get rid of the sal. I absolutely hate, guys. You have no idea. I hate the desalinator so much. I never, not a single one of my colonies have ever used salt slush or salt water as my main source of water. It's because this thing, first of all, this thing, look how long the cleaning process takes, okay? Delivery for the sieve for sand is like 2 seconds. This thing takes forever, and it also takes 480 watts. That's like 3 sieves, all right? How much does a sieve take? 2, yeah. No, guys, it's the salinator. I don't like using it at all. I'd much rather use a sieve. Yes, it does require sand. So let's see if we're short on sand, we're kind of screwed. But okay, we have a lot. I mean, we could dig out more, but you know what I mean. So let's mop this up, build this, build the infrastructure to start filtering this water. So I'm not going to go the liquid reservoir route because forget that. Because it's just a waste of time to build it. Instead, I'm going to deconstruct these things, put a sieve here, and then just put a water line like this. This might be a little bit overkill. I probably could just do it here for now and then build it later. Just like that. Something like this. Get rid of these things. Put the sieve there. And then I already have polluted water piped into these things, so. And our food's going up, skyrocketing. So Foamy says, no, you don't need a reservoir. The way I build my sieves is that instead of running the water past the input of the sieve, I build a bridge and then take it from the input instead. Oh, sorry. What I was referring to there, Foamy, was actually a reservoir to store my water from the sieve just until I have this completed. But you might be talking about, I might be so far behind that you might be talking about this. I usually put a reservoir here just because it's the easy like set it and forget it way to deal with the extra water that might be coming out. But if you have enough thimble reeds, depending on how many duplicates you have producing all this polluted water, you might be able to actually just let your thimble reeds take care of it with no reservoir at all. So it really depends. Really depends. Have you ever run farm stations? No. Hey, Rust and Dust, by the way, welcome to the stream. I do not run farm stations. Where's the sieve? So you lose more water than you should to the overflow without a buffer of a pipe segment or two. Okay, so yeah, it's like you have a little bit more of an optimized method, which is perfect. Which is absolutely perfect. Let's connect this, and then I'm just gonna take the power that I'm using from my Hydra. Can I go in here? No, this is locked. Okay, yeah, we'll take the Hydra power. Just like that. That's fine. And then we'll start collecting water in here, which if it has any germs in it, hopefully it'll be cleared up by the... I swapped to blossoms for my phlox. Hey, Uther! The pica apple uses a lot of phosphorus. Yeah, the blossoms are just... I always say, when I'm talking about sustainability, water is like literally... you can survive... Your whole colony can survive just on water. Because water makes oxygen, water makes hydrogen, water makes oil, which in turn makes plastic and petroleum for power. Water makes food for blossoms. Like literally your whole colony can survive on just that one resource, right? As long as you have, obviously you have to build infrastructure, but one resource is all you need basically to survive the entire game. That's why it's so important. That's why water is so important in Ani. Like the game should be called water not included, not oxygen not included, because oxygen is trivial once you have water. Just set up a, even if you don't want to use a Hydra method, even if you consider this to be exploity, even if you just plop down electrolyzers, it's still, that's all you need is water. Math, what is this thing you speak of? Yeah, exactly, Josh. I just plop stuff down and make more. What's the story with the second washroom anyway? Oh, this washroom, I guess this was maybe something that they were building to move this over. I'm not sure, but I deleted the wash basin, so we're not using any more water, just in case we were using any water from it. And yeah, can they not get to this? No, they can get to that. And then I suppose we do have this that we could use for cooling. However, the base is actually surprisingly very, very well insulated. Like this is a really well insulated colony. And this is providing a little bit of cooling as well. I mean, what I would have done is probably not insulated everything here because that would have allowed more cool transfer, but that might make things too cold actually. So this is, temperature is on point for this asteroid. Mandy says, do any other new players struggle with germs like I do? Yeah, absolutely. Like this person here has germs everywhere in their water, in their sieve here. Sorry, in their polluter. This is their washroom, right? So this is where everything used to come in and get dumped. But now I've since made an infinite loop. By the way, totally forgot to disconnect that. My bad. So there we go. The water should be self-sustaining now. Didn't see that was there. But yeah, germs are definitely a new player. See, we have some slime line going on. Definitely something that is because there's so many ways you can be exposed to germs, and the easiest way to not be exposed to germs is to know where they come from. Once you like realize where all the germs are coming from, it's really easy to prevent them from basically ever occurring. So I do believe it's more of a new player trap than anything. But the good news is that germs really are not that big of a deal. Like as long as most of your colony is not sick, you can have one or two duplicates sick like this one, and it'll continue to function completely fine. The problem starts to happen when there is just way too many duplicates sick, and you have no idea why things aren't getting done. Well, it's usually because no one can get to their jobs, and then everyone has to catch their breath. They move very slowly, etc. It's just a snowball effect. But yeah, for the most part, germs are completely meaningless unless you have the entire colony sick and you're in an emergency situation where you need everyone to be working. Food poisoning is very much a walk it off illness. Yeah, totally. Unlike real life, where they just feel a little, yeah. Food poisoning in real life sucks so much. Oh, it's terrible. Food poisoning is pretty easy, and zombie spores only occur in very specific locations. Yeah, exactly. So Foamy's on point there. It's just, it's one of those things where it's incredibly easy to deal with if you know where they come from. You just avoid the sources, right? That's it. So we do have to start worrying about maybe going on to a different food source because we are running out of dirt. We only have 14 tons, which I know seems like a lot, but there's just not a lot of dirt that I can get to. I mean, there's a little bit here still. We went from 20 tons, so we do have to get on to blossoms like ASAP. Unfortunately, we don't have blossom seeds. Let's see if we can make. Would it be worth going to the pincher pepper plant? Let's see here. Like farming would be a good thing to start. Like what can we do with the nut here? We can make it into bread. That would be okay. Tofu, yeah, I guess we could do something like that. I would love to go to stuffed berry, but unfortunately we don't have the gristleberry production for that. So I think what we're going to do is get down here, get to the rest of the dirt that's here. There's a little bit of dirt left. So make our duplicates a little bit wet. But that will allow us to keep the dirt production going and maybe start like a hatch ranch or something. Hatch ranch, like we have more than enough opportunity here to make a hatch ranch. In fact, right here is where my hatch ranch is going to be, I think. The morbs are kind of annoying. Yes, they make polluted oxygen, but then you have to filter it or whatever. There's just, where do I make this hatch ranch? I think maybe here is the best place. Just extend this a little bit, and then I can put it right in here. Let's do that. 96. Let's go all the way out here. Oh, it's gonna conflict with that. Well, you know what? This is not gonna be very pretty anyway. Let's just see. Maybe we can push this out a little bit. Yeah, I can push that out a little bit. Let's do something like this. Push this wall out. This can go like this. Move this over. And then put the hatch wrench there. Okay, now we have to close off. Like, this is all going to be conflicting, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe we'll just make a small hatch wrench and then we'll move them over. There's a lot of redesigning that would have to go into this. So hatch, and of course we need automation for this as well. So there's a lot of different things. So critter feeder. Can I even feed the hatches? Do I have sedimentary rock? I do have sedimentary rock. That's perfect. Let's move this over one. Put that in the wrong spot. Grooming station, and then the drop off. Critter drop off here. So we'll push that over. Kind of annoying to have the hydrogen here, so we'll just take that out. Hopefully it kind of balances out a little bit. And then, yeah, we'll start putting hatches in there. Chlorine gas is good for sinuses. But not for the duplicants, evidently. They always get eye irritations. You've created a loop? Oh man, I think I'm so far behind on chat that I don't even know what loop I created. This should be this is the most important loop right now. This should be sustaining its, yeah, it should be coming back here. All right. Just want to make sure my bathroom is good. This one is okay. This one can be deleted now. So this is I'm gonna relocate the Hydra production to here. This may cause polluter. Oh, this has a lot of germs in it. We don't have radiation to deal with the germs either, so we kind of have to deal with them. Maybe it does make sense to have a what's it called here? I got a reservoir. I think this is gonna make a lot of sense at this point. Just go into here, and then I don't know. We'll do a. Okay, I don't normally like to use this method, but I think this. You know what? Let's build that. Let's build that. We'll build that through, and then that'll be used to clean our water. His showers have water coming in from the left and right. Should be cut. Okay, so I'm so far behind. I'm gonna scroll ahead a little bit so I can get to the more relevant messages, because I know what you guys are talking about, but I fixed that like 5 minutes ago in real time, and and I wanted to get caught up a little bit here. So if I miss anything critical, please tag me. But yes, I did get that one. I just saw the message now. A little tummy hurt won't kill them. A TikTok, Ethan should have to build a deep freezer for his food. Oh, that's a good idea as well. Oh, pickled meal. That's not going to spoil. Pickled meal's not. But yeah, if we had better food, I would definitely go into building a better storage. What's your hours in the game? Ask Vitaly for Foamy. That's a lot of hours. Holy smokes. Might want to get a freezer going or turn off the grill. Well, we're on pickled meal. Pickled meal is all right. 32. I don't think I'll make it 32 cycles. It'll be fine. Water is like the chronic sickness, and oxygen to acute sickness. We need Ethan to colonize Mars. He'll solve the thing in no time. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? I should play on Oasis. That would be a fun asteroid. Okay, so let's do. Okay, so this is great because the water is going to hopefully, as it's getting put into here, hopefully it should start clearing itself. Yes, perfect. So you know what I'm gonna do? Just go like this, and then we'll build this as a preparation method for letting all this out, and then we'll. This is like I know this looks really scuffed, okay, but this whole asteroid has seen better days. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. We're gonna cut this off. I'm gonna put all this water into here, so this will clean itself quicker in the chlorine. All right, because the chlorine will take care of this really, really quick, like just like that. It's done. So that's the idea. Get this built. Go into here. Not that one. And then put all this water into the box, because it's not getting cleaned here as quick. This is gonna sit forever, right? 2,000 whatever germs. In the reservoir, it's gonna get cleaned super quick. So that's the idea. Okay, Atmo suits. Atmo suits. We have I don't know how many things available, but let's get these guys down. Power. Boom, just like that. And then oxygen. Oh, nice. Look at that. It's already set up. Now I like to have. Oh no, not that one. This one. Boom, boom. Why can't I disconnect? There, just like that. Get those done as well, so our duplicants are not stressed when they're leaving the base. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine. Hatches, the sedimentary rock. Actually, hatch. Boom, boom. And then sedimentary rock. Okay, let's go get some hatches. How many hatches do we have? Here's one right here. Any more? Any more? We got one here. Hopefully we have a rancher. Let's see if we have a rancher. Priorities. We do have a rancher. We have, in fact, we have 2 ranchers, I think. So Who's our main rancher here? We got Joshua. Morale's looking really good now. We really came back. Actually, oh, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay, what's up? Okay, you do... Let's do some carrying, suit sustainability, and let's help with ranching. Lindsay, oh, I don't have any more skill points. Oh, there we go. Yep, you can do ranching after you're done. Nice. Germs, shutters, and orchard. David says the germs I stay away from is always slime lung and zombie spores. Yeah, you definitely want to stay away from most germs if you can. Like I said, as long as you can prevent germs from becoming a problem, it's always okay to have one or two. Like, it's not that big of a deal at that point. Okay, let's get some deliveries made. This is like really turned around. I'm really happy with this. Wait, you guys just run your bathroom pipes inside the bathroom? I mean, it works. It's working. Normally, like, this is not everyone does this, but most people, I would say, will do a setup where it's an infinite loop inside. Like, if you watch my latest video on for the Overexplained series, the latest video shows how to set this up right from the beginning when you start your game. I like to do things in stages. I don't usually go straight towards like building something like this because it's not really necessary to sustain long term. It's just a nice thing to have. So I'll set it up in stages and I'll work on it throughout the course of, you know, a 10 or 20 cycles or whatever. They have They do have showers. Yeah, they have showers here. It's really good. Foamy says in the main water tank you have set it up so that the pump drains that tank. Oh, is it this one? Is it the one I just made? Or is it this one that you're talking about? Oh, this one. Right. Yes. Thank you, Foamy. I meant to disconnect that so we have a little bit of water here so we can use the pitcher pump, but we'll change that as well. There's a lot going on here. A lot for duplicants to be working on. This is what I'm most happy with at the moment, is that we're going to, like, we have no germs. Well, we are going to have no germs in this water very, very soon. I don't think we can get all this water in here, though. I might have to do another reservoir. And then basically we can use this for our Hydra. So let's go into, just in case this gets full, we'll go like that. We'll get that finished. You need to use bridges instead of those simple joints to get your water flows and not waste power. You're absolutely correct. There's a lot of efficiencies that I need to work on here. But first of all, our desalinator, I'm just going to get rid of that immediately as soon as this is no longer germy, because that'll save us 420 watts, and then I can spread that 420 throughout the rest of the base. Actually, what I should be doing is setting up my heavy watt wire, joining it so I'm tapped into the main grid with my Hydra, because I have so much hydrogen right now. So I should really, can I build this all the way over here is the question. Like, I would need to build a power spine anyways into this base, but this is like the ideal setup here. Yeah, just go across, whatever. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. I used up a lot of copper there though. Holy smokes. So kind of not too happy about all the copper that I just used, but that's all right. This can go. What is this doing? I don't think this is... Yeah, this is not doing anything. The core minus negligible can be undone with drywall. There's a lot. There's a lot. Mandy says, I just started a new base because of the germs. That's a lot of germs you must have been dealing with. But you know what? Sometimes it's better to start over than to try to salvage a colony that's just done. So it is absolutely a viable option. Start over. Okay, we have slicksters again. Long hair slicksters, so they're actually eating oxygen, which is not the greatest, but at least we have some backup food just in case. We still only have 2 blossoms, which is really, really unfortunate. I wish we had more blossom seeds here. As soon as this is harvested, actually, I'm going to remove that and then make it into a regular tile. And now I think it's time to start figuring out what all this stuff is. Like, this doesn't need to be here. Get rid of all that. Get rid of this. What else? These I don't need. I don't care for those. In fact, what I'm going to do is put a auto dispenser. And we're just going to do this. Where can I put this where it makes sense? I guess here. Here's fine. Yeah, right here. Built that. I'm just going to put all my polluted dirt into here. I don't want any polluted dirt. It was nasty, says Mandy. When it turned into... excuse me, chat. When it gets turned into hot O2, H2O, O2, it will immediately start dying off anyway. It won't get your duplicants sick or transfer heat to anything. What you want to do is decontaminate the polluted water before you sieve it. That way the polluted dirt won't come... Oh, it's not a bad idea, actually. Not a bad idea at all. This is the reverse method, but I think we've already improved it so much that I'm quite happy with where things are right now. And I think right now the main goal is to get this into our main power, because we have so much hydrogen here that we can use for our base. And then also we can... I don't know if I care to do anything with this, to be honest. Like, this is doing just fine for now. It's at 70-35. This is what our colony is surviving on, but it won't be surviving on for a long time. Like, oh, okay, it'll be surviving for the continuation of this stream, but in 40 cycles this would go offline, and then inevitably I wouldn't have natural gas left. So that's why I think it's imperative that we get this set up, so when we do lose natural gas, we still have power coming from here. Now also, because we are generating a lot of heat here, it might be a good idea to actually pump this cold water just through here. Let's do something like that. Do some cooling for... No, oh, I don't even have radiant pipes. Okay, well, forget that. Let's go for radiant pipes, though. Radiant liquid pipe. There it is. Aqua tuners. Nice. Get some aqua tuners online as well. Use the same seed and start over with conviction. I would love to, actually. This is a really fun seed. I'm having a lot of... Like I said, I've always said this before. On stream before, I love starting over, and I love building bases from the ground up. That is my favorite part of Oxygen Not Included. So when I get to like the rocket stage and launching rockets over and over, to me that's not as fun as this stage of the game, especially when there's a lot of like troubleshooting that you have to fix. I absolutely love troubleshooting. It's one of my favorite things, not only in the game, but in real life when I do electrical. It is a great time. So I would absolutely start on this asteroid again. The only problem is that I would much rather prefer to play on spaced out, so I can still get to rockets and enjoy them for what they are before I get bored of them. So that being said, I will continue wetland. I just want to do something different this stream instead of... Oh, pulls. What a pull. What a pull right now. Like... Full eggs, those are a mint pull right now from the printing pod. All right, so there's our food situation fixed. Let's just go ahead and get bowls online. How about that? RNG godsend. Yes. Fixing people's chaos. Yeah, hey Chris, what's up? Christopher. So this is so again, I'll do a quick recap for just in case you guys don't know or you just showed up. Every Friday night, I do a segment where viewers submit their own asteroids. So you can find my email on my YouTube channel, or you can go to my Discord and submit it to me there. Either way, I do a segment where I try to give feedback to new players, or very experienced players send me their completed games or a cool build or whatever, and we show it off on stream. I like doing both. I like learning, and I also like helping people out. So this is an asteroid that a person has sent me 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we're trying to save it. It was so at the beginning of this stream, I let this asteroid run while I was talking to the chat, and within like 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, we had 3 duplicants die. So we started with 10, we were down to 7. So I reloaded and tried to fix it right from the start of where they sent it to me, and so far we're still at 10. So I'm very proud of the fact that we are now on a method that we can feed our duplicants with. We still need to get onto better foods that are more sustainable, because right now we're on mealwood, we're on pickled meal, and we are kind of low on dirt. We don't have any more dirt readily available that we can dig out. So we're still in crisis mode, all right? We have a little bit here. We're still in crisis mode, all right? But we're in a much better position than when we first started this stream. In fact, we have excellent temperature. We have excellent oxygen levels. We do have water now, actually. Actually, the water can be... This water, I'm just going to mop up because it has food poisoning. And then I'm just going to dump this water out because we're basically... we're doing really good here with how everything's going. And we have oxygen with the Hydra. So we have Atmo suits. We got Atmo suits online. And we're building our power grid. So everything is going great. This can be deconstructed. I don't need that. Everything is fantastic. We're just waiting for our duplicants to finish the builds here. This, unfortunately, I will have to bust open this insulated tile to build this. Probably triggering a little bit of... Actually, we are overpressured inside, so hopefully we have more oxygen flowing out than we do chlorine flowing in. But worst case, it just ends up down here. So, yes, Vitaly, natural gas geysers can go dormant. This one's actually really good. It will only go dormant in about 38 cycles, but when it goes dormant, we're inevitably going to run out of all this natural gas. Once we do, we can't afford to be building our power network at that point. They have to be already set up and ready to go, because otherwise we're going to be in a world of hurt if we have no power. Remember, if we have no power, we have no Hydra. I mean, we do have a Hydra because this is connected to itself, so it's actually a very good setup. It would never go offline. But if we had, like no power, we have no food production, everything just ends up dying. So we need power to sustain us when this goes offline. Now, we're not going to get that far, obviously. I have maybe half an hour, 45 minutes or so to go in the stream. But then after that, maybe I can give this playthrough back to the person who sent it to me and see if they wanted to continue it. Also, all right, big thing. I do want the Hydra to sustain itself, even though I'm making these hydrogen generators connected to the main grid. So what I want to do is build a place where I can put just a Hydra connection. So this is a little bit redundant. I mean, I could just move... Actually, what I'm going to do is use this smart battery just for this hydrogen generator, which will connect to only the Hydra. So we always have oxygen online. And then these two will connect to the rest of the base. Actually, I might make another one as well. Just go ahead and make another one. And then that will ensure that we have enough power to sustain us going forward. Now, pickled meal. Let's go and... I don't even know what's all in here. Okay, bristleberry, barbecue, pickled meal. Pickled meal we don't have to worry about. It's not going to spoil in the time that I'm playing tonight. So, but if I wanted to get them set up for... Where the hell is it? If I wanted to get them set up for like the future... Why do we have so much... What's all in here? Pickled meal, okay. Okay, pickled... You know what? Fine. We'll connect everything. There. We'll do that. That's fine. I just chuck them all in a single cell-wide box right by the grill with a sweeper and feed them to the dupes. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I hope that I can send this back to the person and they'll have some fun playing and seeing what I did, and hopefully take all of your advice as well. Because there's a lot of advice that you guys have given me so far that I have not implemented just because I'm I'm going in a different trajectory to try to get everything working correctly, which is, you know, like Ani is a game where you can play in many different ways. You don't have to play this like. There's a lot of solutions to most of your problems. It's not usually limited to one. I think that's what makes the game so great, is that you have that flexibility of trying different things. Where's my grooming station? This is going to be a wool farm. So critter feeder, and then of course I want the drop off just so I can see really easily how much we have. Are they planning on Ani 2? I hope so, but oh my goodness, if they do plan on Ani 2, it has to be a game that builds off like it can't be a City Skylines 2. All right, City Skylines 1 is still superior to this day, in my opinion, than City Skylines 2. First of all, optimization aside, all right, the game can't even run on a Threadripper. Optimization aside, Skylines 1 is just so, it has like a special charm to it, all right? Ani has that special charm. I feel like if they wanted to make an Ani 2, it would be incredibly difficult to build upon what they have here and change it in ways that the community would like. That would be so hard. It would, but it would almost have to be a different game, such as Away Team, where you take the foundation that Ani has, you know, given this universe, and you build upon that. Not make an Ani 2 like better graphics. First of all, this game already struggles to run if you're at cycle 2000. You don't need to have better graphics for a game like this, but that's usually the natural trajectory of a company who's trying to make an Ani 2 or like a City Skylines 2 or whatever, right? Like, again, City Skylines 2 still doesn't run well. It's been how many years? So I don't want Ani to turn into the franchise that City Skylines has turned into. Or, another great example is Kerbal Space. The first game was amazing. Everyone loved the first game. The modding community was brilliant. Like, everybody loved Kerbal Space who played it. Then Kerbal Space 2 came out. It's a shit show. Like, it's a terribly optimized game. It doesn't do justice to the original. Like, you know, I really don't want Ani to turn into that. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Whoops, YouTube didn't start playing again while I was catching up with my own game. Thank you for joining, though. I appreciate you coming in. Another half an hour or so, so we still got some playtime. David says, so today is the day that you're looking at bases or just focusing on this. This is just this one save. I wanted to focus on this one save. I wanted to take a break from Super Duper Wetland, just because it's all rocket missions now. You know, like, I wanted to do some more base building. I wanted to do some more troubleshooting. I wanted to do some more like tinkering and thinking, and instead of rocket missions. So, like, look how much we've achieved. Not just, I don't want to say just me, because the chat has helped as well. But we went from 3 duplicants dying in the first 2 to 5 minutes to 0 duplicants dying. We have sustainable food now. For now, we are running low on dirt, and we don't have a lot to dig out. So, yeah. So we have sustainable food. We have hatches online, which is really, really nice. We have voles coming online at some point, which is going to be infinite barbecue essentially. So we have water. We have a water source now here. Like, everything is going really, really good. Yeah, this is like a one-off day. I just wanted to do something different, just because I didn't want to do rockets tonight. And instead of canceling the stream because I didn't want to do rockets and burn myself out of rockets, I just figured, okay, I'm going to do something else. If you guys want to come by and, you know, hang out and do this, that's fine. If not, I'll see you Friday, which is fine. You know, no, we'll take the snazzy suit. Sometimes I think it's good to change it up just a little bit. And like I said, I didn't want to cancel and be like, no, we're not doing. I'm just not going to stream. I wanted to stream. I just didn't want to do rockets. So It's a lot of fun. I love hanging out with the chat. I love hanging out with you guys and playing through these games. But everything's going good now. So it's right now. I'm continuing the base building aspect of things. So let's go ahead and build this. We'll go like that. Put some hydrogen into here and some hydrogen into here. Did I get that right? I don't think I did. I think it's too far. No, I got that right. Okay. Oh, where's my power? There it is. Put some more wiring here. So this is good. And then what we're going to do is just actually take this one. Take that one off. So this will only power the Hydra. So I'm going to go like... as soon as this is functioning, we'll get that set up properly. There we go. Okay, so now this one will only power that. This should be a self-contained loop here. I don't even want this anymore. Forget this. Oh, this is going to cause some problems. Let's see. Let's not do this. Let's not do that just yet. Because that's going to cause us... We have to do some more tinkering before we can get to that. Let's rebuild this transformer here, which I deleted. And that can do this loop again. And then we'll disconnect it from here. Bolts can't mine through obsidian, so making obsidian tiles is much cheaper than a pneumatic door. They can't get out. That's all right. Usually I don't really consider the cost of materials, but you are correct. If you want to save a lot of power, then it's definitely the preferred method. I don't usually consider to that extent any cost savings though. Okay, so this is now complete. We have hydrogen running into it. Pretty good. This has got no power, so this is we're sort of in an in-between situation here. I need to disconnect this, so this runs 100% of the time, and then I have to connect this like so. Put it on max priority. Disconnect from here. And then make this. And that should fix everything. Okay, so this one, I want it to run to, to 92 or whatever. Wait, is this 800? Is this going to... that's 240. I might have to do 2 in here. Might have to do 2. There we go. On the account of... I don't have enough power on one. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Then we have 2 doing the rest of the base. So this is disabled. Oh, those are some better values, I think. I don't want to use too much of the hydrogen because I'd rather keep that for emergencies. I saw like a bin version of Prison Architect. I haven't played Prison Architect. Is that good? By the way, Azza, welcome to the stream. Should I play Prison Architect? Kevin says, when I hear Arnie 2, I think of refinement and improvements of core problems in the old implementation with some carryover from Arnie past DLC purchase and improved graphic interactions. Yes. So again, if as a community, we like submitted all of the stuff that we wanted and Clay was like, yeah, this is exactly how we're going to make it, Arnie 2 would be amazing. All right. I'm sure like not all sequels are bad. All right. There have been sequels that are not that are better than the first. However, when you let the companies like sort of when you give them free will and build off the success of the first game and they don't actually like if the first game was a fluke, let's say, that's, I think, when things start going badly. Another good example, actually, is Little Nightmares. So Little Nightmares, number 1 was great, number 2 was great, and then you had number 3, which people just didn't like, and made by a different dev team, and so on. Yes, that's true, but you know, there's a lot that there's just so many examples of sequels not working. I would love a little an Oni 2, as long as they built up, like Kevin said, exactly like Kevin said, they implemented mods that everyone used. Like, for instance, why not have the most popular mods that are not insanely game breaking, let's say, should all be features in the next iteration of the game. And Clay has done that in the past, like the disconnect tool and so on. They have included mods in their updates, so that's fine. They should also have, yes, graphical improvements, but more so, they should make the game run more efficiently, because it's not really it's not the best or easiest game to play if you're a player playing on a sort of a newish PC. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for where to dig now, because now we're at the point we have duplicates idle. We can certainly start digging. I think a metal refinery in the cold biome would be excellent. Maybe here. Where should we build that? And while this is draining out, by the way, I'm going to not... so yeah, we're going to get rid of the desalinator. I'm tired of using the desalinator. This can be used for cooling if needed. And we're going to have all the water for the Hydra coming from here. So, oh man, we need to move a lot of things around here, but that's okay. For now, let's see if we can just go like, what's like the easiest way to tap into this without, you know what? I'll keep the desalinator going just until I redo the piping. All right. Kerbal Space 2 sucks. Yes, it does. Kerbal Space 2 is awful. And I was so excited for it too, because I purposely didn't fully commit to getting into Kerbal Space 1. Like, I have the game, and I had a lot of fun with it, but I was like, okay, no, I started playing it right at the time when I knew Kerbal Space 2 was coming out. So I made the mistake of being like, okay, I'm not going to play this because I know the second one's coming out and it's going to be awesome. So for now, I'm only going to play... I'm going to wait for Kerbal Space 2. Big mistake, because Kerbal Space 2, like, yeah, I can go back and play Kerbal Space 1 and have a lot of fun with it, but I feel like it ruined any anticipation for a new game, right? Josh says, God of War and GTA did not disappoint on sequels. Absolutely true. Absolutely. And Red Dead Redemption, my favorite game of all time. Absolutely true. 100% agree. Okay, so I think what I should do next is... so we have a lot of polluted oxygen here pushing this chlorine down. This chlorine used to come a lot higher. I think I need to open this back up and get rid of this polluted oxygen. There's a lot being produced here because this is off-gassing. Actually, this is chlorine, so it's not too bad. I want more chlorine here, so I'll open this up. Let a little bit more flow so I can continue to clean this area. Foamy says City Skyline 2 is actively getting better, though. That's good to hear, Foamy. I am genuinely happy to hear that, because it has the potential to be an amazing game. Oh, is it just falling down? It might just be getting pushed down more. I may have to just build this up. This is not ideal, but that's what I think I'll do. Or maybe just put these lower. That's probably the best solution. You know what? Let's just put these lower. Reconfigure this. And then that's fine. And just make this on automation. Instead of manually having to deal with it. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a cluster mess here with the piping, but in the long run, I think will be good. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this up to filter the water this way, and then I'll send it back in once those reservoirs are full, and then I'll just delete these because this is already a huge mess. I can't stand looking at this. And this water, I'll just send it right to my Hydra. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that. This I cannot delete. This one has to keep going up. There we go. I wonder if Clay can legally take ideas from mods and implement them into the game. Yeah, yeah, for sure. They've done that before. Like, I mean, if there's creators making their own intellectual property for the mods, I'm not sure how that would work, because like you're making it as a contribution to the game. I would think that's how the law work, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But like the mods such as the disconnect tool, that's like the one I always keep going back to. Yeah, it's just, you're just implementing a game idea that someone has already, a modification that someone has already made to your game. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Kevin says improving the mod infrastructure can reduce incompatibility and game update fragility would be better than implementing all the best mods, in my opinion. Keep the modding community alive. Yeah, okay, 100%. Yeah, that's a good point as well, for sure. That is a great point, indeed. So yeah, I think that anyways, going back to the original question, I think Ani 2 is maybe just not worth doing at this time, because they're building on the universe that they've already created with Ani, with the away team, which I'm really excited for. I'm definitely going to be playing the away team. But like it's a lot easier to mess up Ani than it is to build a sequel that does it justice. Very few companies have been successful at that. Like, I'm not talking about the Red Dead Redemption or GTA or God of War type games, because those are story games. Once you have the core gameplay down, like the core gameplay mechanics, you can essentially just, like, God of War Ragnarok is essentially the same game as God of War 2018, or yeah, 2018, right? There's some changes, but realistically, if you played them years apart, you could there's no way you would know. Oh, by the way, thanks for the sip, David Aveska, appreciate it. But in the case of Ani, it's so easy to mess up a game like this. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Tonight we are fixing a new player base. So I'm taking a break from Super Duper Wetland. I'll be back on Super Duper Wetland on Friday, but just wanted to take a little bit of a break from the rocket missions and go back to the core gameplay of base building and troubleshooting, problem solving, tinkering, all that stuff that I absolutely love about Ani, and that's why we're here. So a little bit different. I know it's maybe not. Let's actually, you know what? Let's dig into here. This would be a great place to. I'm gonna try not to dig this out in case I need it, but at least we'll have access to it. Let's just see what's over here. So leave this intact. I can always get that sleet weed if I need more food. We have so much food now, by the way. Red Dead Redemption on stream would be fun. You think so, Vitaly? I would play, but I play very slow on Red Dead. Like, if you guys enjoy watching the ambience of the Old West or whatever, and if you just want me to do missions, kind of like, I don't know how much commentary I can provide on Red Dead to make it unique enough that it would make it interesting for you guys, right? If you guys want me to play Red Dead, I would 100% play it. It's my favorite game of all time. Sorry. Excuse me, my throat just got really dry there. Yeah, Red Dead is amazing. Josh says, to be honest, I buy every DLC for the game just to keep it going. Yes, I do the same thing. Yes, for the longest time I owned Spaced Out, but I didn't even play Spaced Out. Like my earliest videos on YouTube were all on vanilla. And people were like, in the comments would be like, hey, this is not the latest way to play because this is not spaced out. I was like, I guess you're right. My elbow really hurts. So still no Bristle Blossoms, huh? So I started playing Spaced Out because I always say this again. I'll just kind of reiterate. Rockets have never been the most fun thing for me. It's fine if you like rockets. I'm not trying to say rockets are bad or anything, but I love the base building aspect. I love the early game and I love the mid game. Late game is like, okay, it's like a domination victory in Civ where you have like 10 players. All right, you know you're gonna win. You have your military power is like 5,000 to 100. You're fighting with like modern military, like modern armor against cavalry. Like you know you're gonna win, right? But you have to go through the steps of actually finishing the game, and that to me is not fun. Now, Ani, I love to play on stream anyway, so you guys make the rocket missions fun for me because I get to chat with you guys while I do that, while I go through those motions, right? So on stream, I don't really mind, but that's how I feel about the end of the game for these type of games. Civ, Ani, whatever, you name it. It's just, to me, it's like when I've already won, I just don't have the motivation anymore sometimes to continue. So that's why today I just took a break from that. Oh no! Oh no, okay. Let's emergency. Emergency. Okay. No, don't go away. Come back and build it. Hey, Jim. Oh, wow. First time I joined an Ani live. So glad this game is still popular. Welcome to the stream, Jimmy. What's going on? Leave nothing intact. Clear the entire map. So this stream, Jimmy, by the way, welcome to the stream. This is a... Oh, no. You just destroyed that. That's my bad. That's my bad. Is a community asteroid. So I do an asteroid, a segment where I take community asteroids every Friday night from viewers, and I play their asteroids and give feedback, or they show off a completed build or whatever. This is an asteroid that somebody has sent in, and at the beginning of this stream, we had 3 duplicates die right from the start, and we've saved it, so we had 0 die once I reloaded and found out kind of what was going wrong. A sunbug, nice. Looks like anybody can get in there to do it. Sorry, I missed the one message before that. Are you sure your good farmers are the ones able to access the blossoms? That's a great question, Foamy, and I was wondering about that too. So May and Mock are the farmers. I think I went over this. So Mock has top farming, and then May does not have top farming. Okay, well there we go. So that might be the problem. But I should definitely be getting some more blossom seeds at this rate. I thought for sure we'd have a whole bunch more blossom seeds. But those are the only people that should be farming. Anyways, yeah, if you guys ever wanted to see Red Dead, I would love to play Red Dead on streams. But again, I don't know how much commentary I could provide to make it interesting. I would prefer to play Red Dead 1 because I haven't played that in forever. I played Red Dead 2 quite recently. But Red Dead 1 would be really... I own the game on Steam, so I would love to play. It's just, I'm not really known for that, so I don't know if that would be interesting for a lot of people. I think, since I'm more known for Ani, I don't know how many people would want to show up for that. Let's see, it says Red Dead is easier to stream, not so focused demanding as Ani. I don't mind being focused demanding. I actually think it makes the stream kind of fun because I often get into situations like this bathroom where I have issues where possible base meltdowns would occur, and my attention that's focused on the chat and then the game kind of makes for interesting dynamics in those situations. So I really don't mind, to be honest, that aspect. I think it's kind of funny. Oh, okay. This is why I can't get in there. My duplicates can't get down here to build this, so. Jimmy says, I'm not the biggest fan of Spaced Out, but you can still allow all DLCs in the classic mode. Yes, so that is one good thing. Like, Clay did an excellent job at implementing the DLCs so that they don't stack, and then they're not, like, exclusive to having Spaced Out. They are, like, honestly, they are a fantastic company, and I always say, like, if you guys have a favorite, like, company that's a small company, obviously, like, I wouldn't, like, Amazon. Not talking about Amazon or Walmart or so on. But if... I mentioned this before, it's really important to keep these indie developers alive because these are gems. These are like gems of our time. And with so many of these small companies being bought up and then shut down by Microsoft and, like Sony or whoever, it's so important to keep the indies alive so they can continue to make great games for us that are like Oni. Otherwise, it would turn into, like, imagine if Microsoft bought Clay. The studio might be shut down in a year, or they might like, I don't know, implement microtransactions. They'd probably implement AI for starters. And then microtransactions or some bullshit like that, right? Like, so I think it's so important in this day and age where for indie companies to succeed, because gaming just isn't what, in my opinion, I know I probably sound like a boomer saying this, but it's not what I remember it being 15 years ago. Like, I don't know. I don't know. The state of gaming is not looking, it's very grim, in my opinion. Very, very grim. There's too much. First of all, consoles are almost unaffordable for families that, like, for the average family that works. Like, you basically have to be making like $80K a year to afford a console. Like, the PS5 is $1,000 in Canada. Like the Pro or whatever, right? I guess you don't need the Pro technically, but like RAM and storage alone is as much as, like, you can't even build your own computer. You can rent. This is crazy. I saw this ad today where you can rent a cloud gaming PC for $30 a month Canadian, and you get 4 hours a night that you can game from like 5 p.m. to like 10 p.m. or whatever. Insane. And people are going to pay for that because they can't afford to build a PC because everything's just so expensive. And it's very, very unfortunate. Like, the state of gaming is very fragile right now, I think. We're in a very weird time frame where nothing makes sense. Everything's too expensive. And that's why I always, like, advocate to, like, if you love a company like Clay, have to do like, I'm not saying like donate money to them. I'm just saying like, buy their products, show them that you like it, right? Like, so all the DLCs that they release, I buy without question. I want them to keep going. I want them to make more awesome games for me to play. And so yeah, I love their business model. They don't give there's no microtransaction nonsense to go along with playing Oni. I don't have to buy skin packs to get, to make my base look different or whatever. But I would pay for it probably. Anyway, sorry. Rant over. Hope I didn't get too derailed there. Let's see here. Thimble reeds won't solve the problem. They're stifled for a reason. Yes, you are right. They're too hot or too cold. Let's see. They're too cold. Yes, you are right, Foamy. Sorry if it took so long, Foamy, to read that message. I was very distracted by the by my little rant there. Let's take a look at what the solution to this would be. Honestly, it's 37 degrees. Would it be better to relocate it to here? No, this is a little bit too hot. Like, okay, this is the funny problem with this base. It's very well regulated, the temperature. Right? Like, I don't want to heat up this area. I'd rather move the thimble reeds. So let's do that. Let's move it. Actually, here would be perfect. I don't know why I built this, but we're going to delete it. We're going to delete this, build some more things down here, and then get access to this space, build the thimble reeds here. that is possibly the best solution, I think. We'll build this out and then build the plumbing. Well, first of all, like, okay, if I was to play this game, like this asteroid for an extended period, if this was my main asteroid, the first thing I would do is relocate all the liquids, separate them in the tanks, and I would spend the whole like stream just doing that. Making infinite storages here for all this stuff, and then, you know, separating it accordingly by germ and by pipe and all that stuff. Since I'm almost done the stream, I got about maybe 10-15 minutes left. I'm not gonna do all that. So I'm basically just getting it ready to hand back to the player if they choose to continue to play it. See here, I've made it past 200 cycles, Lego Man says, with your videos. Awesome. Even the old videos hold up. Thank you so much, Lego Man. That is so nice to hear from you. Thank you. You know what? And then talking about support, the best way that you guys can support me if you enjoy my content is just give this stream a like. That's it. It helps me out because it helps get it helps to build the community. So if you guys really enjoy, like Lego Man said, just please give this stream a like, and it helps get the video into the algorithm for more people to see and helps grow the channel. So that's all I ask. If you guys could do that, that would be much appreciated. But I hope that the new series of the Overly Explained is also really helpful to you guys, like Lego Man. But also, if you're still new at the game, I hope that it's really that it's been really helpful. I'm going to continue that quite a bit going forward. I have a lot of ideas. Like I want to get you to mid game in that. I want to get you past 200 cycles with that series, and I hope that I can do that. Clay is definitely one of the best dev teams I use as a benchmark. They also good work they've been doing with Don't Starve. Yes, Don't Starve. I wish I had more time to play that. I absolutely, like, I played Don't Starve maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I think, maybe more. Amazing game, amazing, loved it. And they support their games over the course of time. Like Ani's a 2018 game or whatever, 17 maybe in early access. I forgot, but they still have updates. Great. Dark Ages come. I hope not. I really hope not. I hope that companies like Clay succeed. They don't get bought out. They don't get sold. And they continue to produce great content. I think Steam Deck type things will be the new big thing. So I don't really know how Steam Deck works, but is that like are you basically playing on the cloud? Is that how that's working? Or are you playing on like your home PC and streaming it to, like, how does that work? Homie says, I'd fork over $10 to not have to deal with the supply closet nonsense in order to have nice cosmetics. Yes, I would pay for a cosmetic pack. In fact, I would probably pay monthly $5 or whatever, like, you know, a couple bucks here and there, in order to have new cosmetics. Oh, Stonehatch, nice. In order to have, oh, this is gonna be not good. This is not good. Oh, I forgot to look at that. 100% I would play. I would pay a little bit for that. That would be so cool. It would also support Clay, and everybody would be happy, I think. Let's go ahead and keep digging here. See what's in this area, and then we'll dig over here, see what's over there. I think maybe this is the best way. There we go. That should be okay. Yeah, another maybe 10 minutes or so, everyone, and then we'll call it a stream there. I just want to keep talking to you guys. I'm having a lot of fun. So the base is good. I think my hands are clean of this base. If you guys want to send me your base, if it's Friday night we'll be doing the next community segment. And I would love to do another one like that, another stream like this, where we take a base that is just everything's going wrong, and we do a whole reset on it and start basically reset everything. My base always gets warm when I play. That's a typical problem that a lot of people have. My latest video of Overly Explained on YouTube kind of starts to get into that and how to prevent that from happening. So bases are naturally going to heat up because everything makes heat. Like, it's very rare that you have something making cold, right? So like if you have a kitchen, you're making heat right away, right? If you have power producers, they're making heat. So what you have to try to do is everything that is logical, that you can move outside of your base, like heat producers, do that. And you start to see that in the latest video where I start to move my coal generators outside. The kitchen, I think it makes sense to keep the kitchen in your base. It's not too hard to deal with. Like, your kitchen generally gets pretty hot, but it's if you have like one or two things like the kitchen that are making heat, also hatches and Dracos get hot too. If you have one or two things that are making heat, it's not that big of a deal. Also, later on, you might not be on bristle blossoms anymore. So in that case, if you're not on heat-sensitive foods, you don't really have to worry about it as much. So there's a whole bunch of different scenarios that you could use. The easiest way to cool your base down is just to take something like a cool slush geyser, if you have that, or a cool salt slush, and just run piping through your base and just circulate this very cold water. That'll cool it down really quick. Or cool the oxygen in your Hydra. So this person has their Hydra making 52 degree oxygen. It's going through their cool salt slush geyser, and it comes out at 15 degrees. So actually, yes, it comes out at 15 or 10 degrees. So this is helping to cool the base down as well. This base is too busy, disorganized, and organic. It needs more space and more organization. Yes, 100%, Jimmy. This is a viewer asteroid of a person who just started playing Ani. So having said that, I think they've done a fantastic job by getting this far. Sorry, they got to cycle... Let me show you where I started. I started at cycle 367. So since the stream is over, actually... and you brought that up. That's a great point. Let me show you where we started, all right? So just in case you guys weren't here for the beginning, and if you don't have any interest in going back. So look, we have 200,000 calories of food. We have oxygen. We have perfect temperatures. We have water. Like, everything is good, right? No duplicants pissed off. No sicknesses. This and that. This is where we started, and watch how quickly things start to go bad. This is like a really good way to wrap up the stream while I talk to you guys again. Keep going in the chat here. You are playing on a Linux PC with various tools that include steaming from. Oh, okay, so yeah, all right, interesting. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I would enjoy, but again, if it's a cheap alternative to play games, how can you say no to that, right? Vote co-op, don't starve with foam. That'd be fun. Okay, so this is where we started, guys. All right, so back, 30 cycles or whatever. We have 10 duplicants. There's no food, sick, and everyone is pissed off. Literally everyone in this base hates us. Heat's still good. Like, the heat is actually very well managed. Water is just terrible. We have no dirt. So watch how quickly things just turn into disasters here. And I'm playing on... I'll speed the game. I'll speed the game up a little bit so we get to the things that go wrong quickly here. Plays from PC, but Steam is working towards a cloud. I saw someone deep freeze their entire kitchen, which seemed like an interesting idea. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's... Never tried that, but you don't have to worry about food ever spoiling, even if it's on the ground. I mean, you'd have to have a sterile atmosphere too, so I guess you could do like Atmos suits with liquid locks or something. But yeah, that's a great idea. So yeah, we have 7 duplicants unable to eat, 7 starving. Things go bad really quickly. You can tell it's a new player still learning the game, definitely doing a good job, but it would be such a pain to move this bit. Yes, exactly. This would take like 200 cycles, I think, maybe less, like 100 cycles minimum of just reorganizing everything and leaving like it might be easy if you let duplicates die, but because like we got the base sustained in 30 cycles or so. Like I said, if I wanted to take this base into late game, I would have to separate, like from my OCD requirements, I'd have to separate all, like there's our first that duplicate. That quickly, guys, that quickly. And they fall quick. I'd have to separate all the polluted water, clean the germs, get rid of all these little areas of water storage and all that. There's a lot of work that has to be done here in order to take this game into late game. Absolutely. Just for my own visualization of how organized I would want everything. During the course of the stream, my some Ani stuff was correcting some fundamental automation if my spawn. I'm glad that you got work done on your base as well. Meanwhile, Ethan's over here saving someone's colony. I'm sure you did great, Foamy. I think. Thank you for chilling with me and hanging out and having me on in the background. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but this colony, it goes bad quick. It goes bad really, really quick. I'm surprised they're still alive, to be honest. Kevin says, well, it's a portable handheld Nintendo Switch type experience with PC games instead and the underpinnings of Linux available to do more stuff. The Windows capability layer took ages to do, started public, then Valve started funding process. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think that's a good alternative to having, like, I guess if you want to game on the go or whatever, or if you don't mind gaming on the cloud. But I don't know. I think maybe I'm just too much of a boomer, and I like having my own PC. And like, have you guys seen the Xbox Rogue handheld or whatever? I saw that in Walmart the other day. It's massive. I didn't realize how big that would be. There's another duplicate. It actually looks really cool. Like I could see myself, if I was more of a chronic traveler, I would 100% buy that. 100%. So there's another one. So having said that, I would certainly buy the Steam Deck if I could play like Oni or whatever on it, and I was a chronic traveler. But I don't travel enough, I think, to justify that. Anyways, everyone, so yeah, so I think we did really, really good to get the base back on track. I'm going to end the stream here. It's time for me to go. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, and let me just, so Kevin says, why are you thinking the Steam Deck isn't like, oh, no, I didn't know what the Steam Deck was. I just didn't know what it was. I know what the Rogue is because I saw the presentation for it. I just had no idea what this Steam Deck entailed. That's all. But if I was, like I said, if I was more of a like a traveler type person, like sitting on a plane or I don't know, on a train or something, and I was trying to game on the go, I would 100% love to have either. I think the Rogue is more powerful and supports Game Pass because they block it on Steam Deck. Also, it's like their own exclusive. I gotcha. Hey, Mart, saying thank you for streaming. Thank you for sticking around, Mart. Appreciate it. And Vitaly as well. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. This was a great stream. It was a nice break from rockets. Like, we have a lot of rocket missions to do on Wetland, and I'm gonna get to them all. I want to settle all the asteroids, but I think this was a great way to just sort of get back to the basics of the game, and then just a little bit of a refresh. Vitaly says, wish the stream was longer. I wish it was longer too. But I have to get ready for work. I have to be up at 5:30 a.m. It's currently 10:10 my time, 10:12. So unfortunately, I need to get my beauty sleep so I have a good day at work tomorrow. But Friday I usually go longer, so I can stream a little bit, usually around 4 hours. But yeah, I really appreciate the kind feedback, Vitaly. I wish I could go longer as well. Kevin says, it really isn't the clouds, save Czar. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Shai. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I'm just ending the stream, so I thank you for coming in at the end. But yeah, it was a great time. Like I said, back to super duper wetland on Friday. We'll do colonies on Friday as well, community asteroids. That'll be a lot of fun. And again, probably gonna start at 9 p.m. Eastern, but I want to try to start at 8. I'll see how my afternoon goes. Then I can get some more hours in. I just usually can't make 8 o'clock on Friday. It's tough. Just IRL stuff that I gotta take care of, right? But I'm gonna try 9 p.m. though for sure on Friday. And then yeah, new video should be coming out soon. I think by Friday I'll have my new PC built. I ended up, I don't know, I told you guys I bought the new motherboard, RAM, and CPU. So I'm just going to migrate the current GPU that I have, and I just bought a case. I bought a case. I was like, I'm not switching it out. I'm not taking the motherboard out, putting a new one in. I just bought a new case. All right, it's $150. Corsair, Airflow, whatever. Got some fans with it. I'm just gonna migrate everything over, and then I have the old motherboard still intact in the old PC. So when I want to make that into a dedicated streaming PC at some point, but storage is too much money. So anyways, that would be cool. Fun stuff for later on. Mike says, thanks for the stream. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here, Mike. Appreciate it. And everyone else who showed up today, who just came by to say hi, or who was just lurking, or if you were here the whole stream, really appreciate all the regulars as well. It's so much fun seeing you guys and hanging out with you guys every couple days. I hope that you have a good rest of your week, and I will see you Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, hopefully 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to schedule the stream as usual, so if it is 8, you'll know. You'll see it come up on YouTube, and a community asteroid as well. All right, so I'm going to go back. Just thank you guys for being here individually, at least as far as I can go in the chat, and then that'll be it. So Mike, thank you so much on Twitch. Kevin, thank you for coming out as always. Really appreciate you for your support. Vitaly as well. Mart, Foamy, Jimmy, who caught a live stream. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for being here. Lego Man, thank you so much for your kind feedback as well. And thank you to everyone who liked the stream today. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. Thank you so much for all your support. If you guys could leave a like before you leave, that'd be awesome. Who else? So we got Sean was here as well. Thank you, Sean, for coming by. Josh was here tonight. David Morning. Thank you so much, David. We had, just off the top of my head, we had Kira here earlier. Thank you, Kira, for stopping by on Twitch. Christopher, Mandy. Mandy was here as well. Thank you so much, Mandy, for coming by. So many people here tonight, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. Let's see who else. William was here. Uther's always here. Thank you, Uther, for being here as well, and appreciate your support. Uther said, I missed this message, but he said, I will be AFK for a bit. No worries, Uther. Appreciate you stopping by. See, David, Mandy, Kira, Foamy. Oh, Rust and Dust was here. Thank you so much, Rust and Dust, for coming by. Appreciate it. Oh, and Wacko. Crazy Sammy and Wacko. Nice to see you guys. Love it when you guys come by and say hi. Hey, Dark Frost was here as well. Thank you, Dark Frost. Ruzzle Doozle. Nice to see Ruzzle Doozle as well. Thank you, Ruzzle Doozle, for your support coming by. And I think that's as far as I can go back, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And I will see you on Friday night.